From Nashville, Tennessee, inside the Noize podcast with your host, Jenna Hydeman. Here's Jenna.
3, 2, 1. Inside the Noize. I'm Jenna Hydeman.
I'm Katie Kalb.
And we have Haven here with us today.
Hey, girl.
Each week on the podcast, we start out with make some noise, stop that noise. So a good week, bad week,
Right.
something good that happened, something bad that happened.
Like a rose and a thorn. I like it. I would say good this week. It's just that I'm alive. I'm here. I'm healthy. I'm walking around. Very thankful for that. Body and movement. Always thankful. A negative this week. It's just kind of the gloomy weather, I think.
Yeah.
I think it kind of gets people like down and
Winter.
Yeah, it's the wintertime blues, right? It's so I've been kind of, makes you feel funky. But you just fight through it.
Yeah.
Cool.
My bad week is I missed my first workout of the year this morning.
Oh,
Jenna.
I didn't go.
But rest days.
It's my first one. I went to Barry's boot camp yesterday and did an extra workout. So.
Yeah.
But wait, what were
Evens
you
it out.
doing on a Sunday night that you couldn't make it on a Monday morning? Jenna?
I went to Red Door. Terrible experience. No, it was fun. But I tried to wake up and go this morning. I was up at 6 a.m. and I'm like, this is a terrible idea. This is not going to work today. So I didn't.
Snooze.
Yeah, I didn't go work out. But make some noise. My sister and I signed on a house.
Woo!
We got a new house we're going to live in. So now we're just looking for 2 roommates.
I saw that. I saw it on Facebook.
Yes, she's been staying in my bedroom since August on an air mattress. And so, I'm so happy that we're getting out of there because it's getting just weird.
Right. It's a little too tight
It's like,
sometimes.
I get home
weird.
and I'm like...
It's not like you've lived it through your whole life. It's now getting weird.
It's getting weird. Katie, good and bad. Make some noise, stop that noise.
So my stop that noise is the fact that I chipped my tooth on Saturday
Aw.
by talking. So didn't do anything, just was
how do you
speaking.
do that?
I was talking and all of a sudden I was looking at the person I was talking to and she looked at me like I was crazy because I looked at her I was kind of like, excuse me, like there's something in my mouth that's not normally there, and I thought that I had eaten 6 hours before that, so I was like, how am I now getting something? Maybe I didn't, I don't know. So it was weird, and then I went to the bathroom and my whole bottom middle tooth is
That is insane.
Damn.
and I called the dentist today and I was making my appointment. I was like, wow, big girl moves, let's go, let's do it.
Oh.
You're a grown-up when.
Yeah, and the lady she answered the phone and she was like, yeah, are you coming in for a general cleaning? And I was like, well, my tooth is chipped. And she was like, oh my gosh, well, we'll make sure that you get in ASAP then. Because I was like, what? So if I just had a general cleaning, you would push me till next week or 2 weeks from now?
They would.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive.
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely would.
They definitely would push
So
you.
I was like, I'm going to say that every time. I just think something's wrong, so just put me in then.
Mm-hmm.
And then my good week, this is so annoying because I'm always so annoying. Please mimic me.
I never have a bad week. I only have good weeks. I only have good things that happen.
Hey, when you've been through all the crap I've been
Every
through,
week.
Every day is a great day to be living. I mean, come on. Yeah,
I
good
like
week
it.
is just, I'm a very positive person, so it's a lot of good days. I'm going to a cool show. I'm going to go see Vince Gill and the Time Jumpers tonight. So
that's neat.
That's good.
So fun.
Good thing.
That's neat.
There you
Love
go.
it.
Cool.
Yeah. Specific.
Okay, so we have Haven in here. Haven does a lot of things.
I know. I feel like me and Haven are going to be soul sisters just because of that. I like people who do a lot of things.
I think we're soul sisters for sure.
Yes.
The side hustle soul sisters.
Yes. Okay, so what are your specific things that you do? You do a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm a personal trainer
Mhm.
and just a group fitness coach. I teach self-defense also. I'm
Ooh.
also a filmmaker and I do some acting and modeling. And I'm opening up a nature retreat space this spring/summer. There's going to be Airbnbs. There's going to be paddleboard fitness classes. Basically, it's like a nature getaway. So people can come stay and eat healthy food and hike and paddleboard. It's on a riverfront 5-acre lot where I'll be living. I'm building a house right now that's almost done. So
Ooh.
that's kind of my baby. It's called
Yeah.
Heart Haven Retreat. And so it's been my idea, my baby for a long time. And so it's finally coming into fruition. I'm excited.
So
Yeah.
that's why all your Instagram pictures are you doing construction.
Yes.
I get it. She had this caption, I totally stalked you. She had this caption and it was people say that you have to cut stuff out or something about eating and how it goes hand in hand.
Restrictions, yes.
Yeah, restrictions. And you were like, well, you can also work out by not actually going to the gym. You can just
Yes.
work on your house. And I was like, yes, queen, get it. like that is me every day of my life.
Right? You don't have to go to a gym to get a workout and to move. Do
Yeah.
something you enjoy,
Mhm.
you know? So, yeah, that's kind of, and that's the idea and, like, the heart of Heart Haven. Like, it's like, you don't have to go to a gym and just, like, do crazy things. Come and walk the property. Go out and paddleboard, swim. Do something like, go with your childhood instinct, you know? Play. Have a good time. So, I'm all about movement. Any movement is good movement.
Cool. I love looking
I
at
knew
Jenna,
that was
just waiting
coming.
for her to laugh. Because I go, cool, and they go, Jenna?
Every time.
I mean, I have a question if you don't have one.
Go.
Okay. When people, so do you believe in the whole, because a lot of people, I mean, when I work out, I rather do something that makes me not feel like I'm working out than, because I feel like if you're actually doing something fun, it's like, you're doing a full body, like we do kayaking and stuff, like you're doing a full body workout, but you don't think about it until the next day when you're
sore.
complete pain.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's totally on board with what I like. My boyfriend and I, Peter, we're going to play volleyball tonight. Do it every Monday night.
Awesome.
So much fun. You don't even think you're working out. You're hanging out with your friends. You're laughing, but you're moving and you're working so many muscles without thinking I'm working out. Now, I work at a gym. Jen and I work together at a place called
Awesome.
Hotbox. We love Hotbox. We love the gym setting.
Yeah.
I would say that I love the gym, but it's not for everybody.
Right.
And I have days where I'm like, I do not want to go pick up a dumbbell. I want to go play volleyball, though. So let's go play volleyball. Or let's go kayak or paddleboard. It's not for everybody, and it's not for every day. I think that playing and doing whatever is instinctually healthy that day, you should go with. So, yeah, I'm all about the kayaking, paddleboarding life. Love that.
Awesome. Jenna, are you more of a gym person or like a just?
I do love the
whatever?
gym. I love the
Gym rat.
gym.
I do love me a gym.
Like I said, I missed today. I was trying to make a habit of going every day, and now I messed that up.
It's okay.
But,
it's one day. You'll be
I love the
forgiven.
gym. I do take a lot of breaks though when I travel. Or like I was in Las Vegas all December, so I didn't have a gym. And now I think since I came back and I'm back in the routine, I'm really like into it now. But then I do get burnt out after
They
a
didn't
few
have a
weeks.
gym at the hotel?
They had one, but they didn't have like a squat rack or like a barbell. So like I'm doing barbell stuff again, and we're breaking things down, very like down to the bottom again, and like going back to the basics on our Olympic lifting. So it's been fun this month to get back.
Nice. Yeah, you're a great athlete. Jenna's an awesome athlete.
I try. You know, I run funny though, and I get really embarrassed the way I run. I run with my arms out really far. I've never ran right my whole life. Like, there's pictures of me playing basketball.
You only run left.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I?
Dad jokes. Thank you very much.
But
I
like,
like how she laughed at it and you did not.
No.
Thank you.
I'm a terrible runner though. But I would like to think I'm athletic.
You're very athletic.
Thank you.
You are.
Have you seen her kickbox? She's great.
I have not.
You have to come
She keeps
sometime.
threatening to take
She's-
me.
Her
That's
class is one of my
threatening.
favorites.
Threatening to take you.
She's threatening to take me, and I'm like, I'm gonna stay skinny this week until I can like lose
She's
another
like,
30
no.
pounds.
That's-
And I'll be fine.
That's how everyone says too. It's like, and what's your advice on this? Like, every time I invite someone to work out and like they're so intimidated, or they're like,
Mhm.
oh, I have to go
Have
work
you
out
seen
for a
yourself?
week by myself first. Like, I need to get to Planet Fitness before I come to one of your classes or come see you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, this is what is gonna make you be able to do this.
Right.
Like-
That's been something I've noticed a lot.
I've gotten a lot of that,
specifically
yeah.
this year. I've
Mhm.
noticed that so much of like, hey, let me get down so-and-so pounds, or let me get more in shape, and then I'll come to your class. And I'm like, no, come have fun with us. So I started going to this place called Adventure Fitness. It is so awesome. So it's two guys who are on American Ninja Warrior who opened a gym.
I saw you post about this the other day.
It has become like one of my favorite places to go because it's literally like a bunch of grown-ups go to a playground. You're doing monkey bars and like warp walls and climbing things. And he had a great answer to that. He's like we just had a long conversation about this last week when I went to a class. He brought up that people are like, I need to get in shape first and then I'll come.
Yeah.
And he said, you realize that you come here to play and you will be in shape without even knowing that you're in that process of
Right,
doing
it's like a
it.
kid on
Right.
a playground when
Yeah.
you're younger. Yeah.
Yes, kids are all in shape. They don't think about it. They're not trying to be, but they're all in great shape because they're running and playing tag and you know, jumping and doing all those things. Very athletic. And that's why I have to give a shout out to Adventure Fitness. They have a great like whole scope on that, and you would love it.
I need
Y'all
to
should
go.
come.
I was saying,
Oh,
I don't
you
want to
wanna
do that.
go?
We should do a video series of us at Adventure Fitness.
Yes.
Yes.
We got a
Seriously.
filmmaker.
Oh wow, there you go.
Yes.
We got it.
That would be great.
Um,
You'd love it.
I need to try it. What did I try the other day? Oh, I haven't been to Barry's boot camp in a long time. I went to Barry's It was great. Walker Hayes was there.
Yeah, he did the Craig Fund.
Yeah,
Right?
so I went for that, and he's like 40 something.
And he's ripped.
He is like so in great shape. Took off his shirt, and all the girls were like, ah.
He's like married with a bunch
Married
of
with
kids.
7 children.
Oh, 7, really?
Yeah, 7, yes.
he's got a lot of
Wow.
kids.
A lot of babies. A lot of babies. What are your top 3 go-to snacks or eating healthy on the go? Because you're on the go a lot and constantly doing things. What would you say are your top 3?
Gotta give a shout out to my favorite water Defiance fuel. It's
Oh,
like
Haven, did you know you can use code Noize to get 20% off at the checkout?
that wasn't intentional, by the way.
Noize with a Z.
Defiance fuel water. It like makes you feel. I mean, Jenna knows.
I love
makes
it.
You feel super energized. Have you tried it?
Yeah, Big Vinny is, I think, sponsored by them. He has them at the gym that we work at.
We just sent.
It's so yummy.
We
like
raved
once
about
you
it.
once you have it and then you try other water, you're like,
why am I
"Ooh,
drinking
yes."
this?
Yeah.
You're like, peasant water. What is
Yes,
this?
this is peasant water.
I can't have
It's
that.
so purified. It's got a high pH. It's awesome. So I always have Defiance Fuel. I love Perfect Bars. That is my favorite protein bar on the
Ooh.
planet. Like, I've tried a lot of protein bars. I don't typically throw out, like, get a protein bar because I'm like, there's so many natural ways to get protein without it. Just
Right.
grab
Right.
a jar of peanut butter. But Perfect Bars, it tastes like just a glob of peanut butter and deliciousness. Oh, love them. Always about, like, nuts. I always have nuts, peanut butter, beef jerky in my car. Always.
Okay.
Just as a backup. When Hangry Haven comes out, you don't want to talk to her. So I have behind my seat, I have peanut butter, nuts, beef jerky, couple bars of sorts, because if you're sitting in traffic,
Oh, yeah.
And,
gotta have a snack.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have a snack. Or
I
you're
get
going to
mad
get
quick,
road
yeah.
rage and
oh
hangry.
my gosh, yes.
And that's a terrible combination.
Yeah, and people make fun of me because I've been on, I haven't known you longer than 2 hours,
Right.
an hour.
Yeah.
I've been on a weight loss journey the last year and a half. I've lost 115 pounds since last February. And, like, you didn't even know me at my heaviest.
I didn't, yeah.
Like, you know me as, like, skinny Kate. I'm not super skinny yet,
That's
but
amazing.
but I'm healthier. I'm way healthier, and I have, like, a lunchbox that goes with me everywhere. And everybody's like, is this your school lunchbox? I'm like, yes. You know what? When you want a Lunchable, like, thing, whatever you call it, like, I have, like, apples and stuff, and I'm like, you get hungry, and we're driving in the car, I don't want to hear it, because
Yeah, 'cause you're gonna be-
Yes.
I'm gonna be happy with my nut pack, and you can go away,
That's
okay?
right. I love that.
Yeah.
See, like, be prepared. I think that, yeah, some people, a couple of clients of mine have brought up that they get shamed at work for bringing their own food.
You
and
know,
having a
I think
lunchbox.
that's a real thing. Like, people shame you for being healthy, but then they shame you for being unhealthy, too.
Right. Can
There's,
we
like,
win?
there's no winning.
No,
Scenario?
everyone has an opinion.
I just think it's ridiculous to shame somebody for eating healthy. I'm like, wait, I'm sorry. I'm so confused by that logic.
Mhm.
Right.
It's the weirdest thing. But I love that you bring a lunchbox.
Oh yeah, and then I also have like my roommate like makes fun of me because I have like 19 water bottles in my fridge that I just keep refilling.
Yes.
Because like I'm just like I have like my favorite big water bottles that I don't
Yeah.
have to refill too often, and then I have like one like reusable actual one that I bought, but they're like all in the door, and she's like, "There's water bottles all over everywhere," and I'm like, "I'm about to fill them," and she's like, "Well, do it now or throw them out."
Oh, they're
I was
going.
like, well, I'm getting there someday. I mean,
Hey, you're hydrated.
yeah,
It's a
I
good
am.
thing.
I drink like 120 ounces of water a day or something like
That's
that.
awesome.
You're supposed
Good
to do
for
like
you.
60 or 80, I think, or something. but
Yes.
I
Good
just
job.
love water. I've never drank anything other than water. I
Yeah.
love alcohol. But I'm
A
not
vodka
I'm
water.
not a big alcohol person.
How do you say that? But then one time I saw you on like a binge week.
Binge month was December.
I was like, she told me she didn't go out and drink, and like I saw her 3 nights in a row. I'm like,
I did.
liar.
I'm like 23.
You're a liar.
I started-
You're out all the time.
I started drinking when I was 21. When I moved here, I'd never had alcohol before that. Like, I'd have like a sip here and there with my mom, but I was like the good kid. I would never do
Good
it.
job.
And then when I moved here, I went for like, I gained a lot of my weight because I went out every night and I was drinking and eating all this good food in Nashville. And then all of a sudden I was like, okay, I feel like crap. I'm going to stop. And I just cold turkeyed it. I also have alcoholics in my family, so I'm like super aware of that.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, so like last month is when you saw me like that.
Yep.
Alan was buying a bunch of stuff. Though.
That's okay.
not my fault.
Alan is the issue.
Also, if there's a boy around, then I have to drink.
Ooh.
Ah, see.
Just to loosen up.
Yeah, just
Feel
because
more
I'm like,
comfortable?
I get excited. Like last night, all the guys were drinking. And of course, they're guys, and they're like,
Yeah.
do this all the time. And then I'm like trying to hang with them. I'm like, yeah, shots, let's do more. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I just hit a wall. I need to go home.
Right.
But like
I
I'm so
can't hang with
uptight
you
about
guys.
like scheduling and like being like I need to be able to be like seen the way I'm a business person. So like Nashville's a small town. Like you need to be seen as like a business. Like you can't be sloppy. You can't like that's how I built, like that's how I was raised. I was raised in a business environment. So like in my head I'm like don't let them see you drink.
I have just decided that I'm done hitting on Eric Van Houten because
wow, you just said that on the
that's
podcast.
not a respectable business thing to do. This guy came on the podcast and I decided I was gonna hit on him.
Eric AVH, what up?
And so then I kept trying to hit on him, but it was like creepily hitting on him. And
like she
I love
slid in
that you
his
admit that.
she slid in his DMs and I run his social media.
and I was like, Katie, don't read these.
And I was like, well, now I'm gonna read them.
Don't go in and read those messages.
That is hysterical.
I slid in again today, but
My gosh.
One last slide in now.
one last slide in. But yeah, I was like, everyone's like making fun of me. They're like, you can keep hitting on him. He'll give in sometime. And I'm like, no, I'm done hitting on him. Because what if I hit on a client that's mine? Like
I told you not to hit on him, so don't be. I just reinforced it once you were like, no, I'm still doing it. I was like, okay, girl, you do.
I'm
you.
like, I'm going for it.
Encourage it then.
I do love his music. He lives at the
In his
listening
face.
room. But it's fine.
Okay, moving on to Haven.
Okay.
I think
love
this is
this
Eric
little
Van
side
Houten's
love story.
podcast at this point.
Um,
Shout out to you. Yeah.
Haven, what is your favorite music? Because we're mostly a music podcast.
My favorite music, I honestly like everything. I think my favorites are classic rock, especially in the summertime. There's
My girl.
something that goes with being on a boat in classic rock.
Yep.
You just gotta do it.
Mhm.
You have to listen to classic rock. So like every summer, it's like you just get so giddy and excited. I think classic rock. I do like country. I like a little bit of everything.
Little bit of everything.
I would say I listen to everything. My, Spotify, how it like knows.
Oh, yeah.
You.
It's all over the place.
I'm like, yep.
My
Disney
favorite
in there.
is like, I'm mostly country or like Americana-ish. And then the Hotbox playlist we play, I'll get those random ones on my and I'm like,
same.
what is this? Why is it
Just
recommending this to
trappy
me?
trap.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
You had
just
something playing the other day, and I was like, "This is something I would listen to." Like, what are
like
Jenna, who likes Texas?
I
Like,
love
what is this?
Texas.
All my exes live in Texas.
I love Texas.
That's Jenna's theme song of her
Yikes.
life.
It is.
Uh-huh.
Nashville.
Okay. You have a question?
I always do.
What's your favorite music?
Mine, I'm like you. I like everything.
Yeah.
I appreciate lyrics more than anything. So
Mhm.
if you got a good lyric basis, that will get me. I don't even care. You can be sounding like a cat as long as I'm like, wow, that is a great lyric.
That's a
In
good
your ears.
lyric.
I'm like,
Uh-huh.
so great. That was well done, but technique could work.
I can relate to that.
But I really, really appreciate it because I'm tone deaf, so I get it.
I don't. Yeah,
I
I
get
am
it.
too.
I am completely tone deaf, and I believe that God did that for a reason. Because if not, I feel like we would be conquering the music industry. If
True.
We both could
If
sing.
we could sing,
Absolutely.
We
we'd
do all
have
the
this.
outside stuff. So like that's why everybody gets like their thing that they can do, and we
Mhm.
just cannot sing. So it's fine.
I can't sing.
Really?
Mm-mm. I've had two people tell me I could my ex used to tell me I sound like Ariana Grande, and that's when I knew I should have broken up with him.
Dang.
Because he's a lie.
He's a-
Lie.
He's a liar.
So when is your complex going to be open?
So my house, so I'm building a house because I'm going to live on the property. It is almost done. I'm thinking by next month I'll be in my house.
Okay.
It'll pretty much just start opening like slowly from there. Last summer I did a soft open on my paddleboard classes. So I kind of opened the paddleboard company, did classes every Sunday. It went pretty well. It was a pretty good crew. Jenna has come out.
I've been out
She
there.
came out for the 4th.
Was that for 4th of
my
July?
party.
Oh,
I
that's
had
so
a
cool.
land warming party before any structure was there. That was a fun time.
It was really fun.
And so yeah, paddleboarding kind of started already, just to kind of like ease people into the idea, get people like, hey,
Talking
this is
about
out
it,
here.
yeah.
It will be better next year, but all that.
We should do like an influencer retreat.
We can.
Yes.
We can.
Yes. all
Ideas
about
are
it.
happening. They're
Yes.
sprouting on the
About
podcast.
Podcast.
Don't do that.
Podcast magic.
I'm in like a weird mood
Jenna's
today.
like the cool mom of the podcast, and then there's me.
We balance
Cool
well.
mom, wearing my Wrangler jeans.
Yeah, my
not
Wranglers.
Spawn. Hashtag not spawn.
Not spawn.
Yet.
Yet. Hit up
Any Wrangler she really wants
Hit
to
'em up
sponsor
today.
Her butt, so.
I want
sponsor
a
Jenna's
Wrangler
butt.
sponsorship.
You'll get it.
I told them, I was like, I loved working with everyone at Cowboy Christmas. And tell Joe I said hi, and my name's Jenna.
That's perfect. You even know a name.
I
That's
do.
Great.
I know. I met him. I think he's the CFO. He's important at Wrangler. He liked me. They're going to listen to the podcast. I told them not to judge, like, some things we've said on here before, but...
Okay.
That's what they like, unfiltered.
Back to working out. And that was a little side piece. So what is your favorite workout to be doing? Is it cardio? Is it arms, legs? Like, what is your go-to?
My go-to, kind of like I mentioned earlier, it's just whatever I'm feeling. And that's what I like to encourage my clients to do and people that come and work out with me to do is like go with your instinct. Do you feel like lifting weights today? Okay, great, lift weights. If it's a soft stretch and like a walk around the block, great. If it's paddleboarding, great. Do that. So I'm kind of like an instinctual exerciser.
Okay.
So like today I lifted some weights, did legs. I love doing legs. Who doesn't love doing leg day?
I love leg day.
I love being able to
I
do it.
love leg day.
Right?
Bread.
Did it feel great? And then like the next day it's like you love bread. Like you get to have like, I don't know, there's just something that tastes so good about bread the day after leg day.
I call that
like-
dirty gains.
Hashtag dirty things.
Get my dirty gains because I had leg day.
I love leg day, and then we're doing volleyball tonight. We play a lot of beach volleyball, which is super fun. So I would say my favorites are kickboxing, paddleboarding, volleyball, and basketball.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, yeah. And I love to lift. I love adventure fitness though
Love
too.
it.
And have you always been super athletic and been in the gym and stuff like that? Like, did your family like bring you up in that, or did you learn over time with just growing up?
Yeah, I grew up playing pretty much every sport, and we were just really an active family. We did pretty much everything outside growing up and played all the sports. Basketball and volleyball were kind of my main sports. And so, yeah, I kind of grew up, and my dad was a football coach, so I grew up just always around gyms and guys lifting. Like, I learned pretty early about, I think, training and all that kind of stuff, and I've always loved it. I've always thought it was great. I would go to my dad's stadium after school and run bleachers as, like, a 13-year-old. I loved it.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go
It's
run
fun.
bleachers.
When you're 13, it is fun.
Yeah, exactly.
When
Gets
you're
harder with
25,
time.
you're like, I gotta walk up that many stairs.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I think I've always liked athletics, and I think the older I get, the more I've like processed and honed into the fact that like we are bodies who are made to move. So find what you enjoy and do it. Have
Yeah.
a good time moving. Any movement is good movement. So
Awesome. And videography. So you also do this. I feel like we're like peeling back all the layers
All,
of you.
all Haven
The
sings
layers.
like fit well together. Like if you know her, like
Yeah, because she can do it all. Like
Yeah.
while she's working out, she
Yeah.
can be doing everything.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, they all kind of like
they
weirdly molded
weirdly
together.
do go together. Yeah.
Like, I recently made a film about sexual assault and domestic violence, which I made while just after teaching a self-defense class to ladies at like a domestic violence shelter. So like it was all like, it was different forms of all of my work, but into one little project,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. So it like made the most sense to me. But yeah, I went to Pepperdine University, studied film, TV, and acting, and I was like the 10, 11, 12-year-old who always had like the JVC recorder with the tapes and always making movies with my friends.
Did you ever have a
always.
vlog? I call them vlogs.
Wait, what?
Did you ever have a vlog?
I never had a vlog.
Katie has a vlog.
I do. You probably got an auto DM.
But-
on my
yes,
Instagram.
you do.
What is your vlog?
It's about my life. It's
I
just
love
me.
it.
It's called Nash Gal. I don't like you right now.
Ah.
No, that's great. I've always loved vlogs.
So the reason I started vlogging is because I have family in Florida. My mom is the main
Mhm.
person that I did it for because
Mhm.
she would always be like, when I moved up here, she'd be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Like I tell her all this stuff, and she gets social media because she's a network marketer, but doesn't really understand like music industry wise. And it took a while for her to finally like jump on the train of like, okay, I get why you're here. I get why you're doing. I get why I had dropped out of college after a year because it just wasn't for me.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, I get it now, kind
Right.
of. And she saw, like, I would talk about people, and she'd be like, yeah, so Timothy was on your blog, and I saw you guys were rock climbing or whatever you
I love that.
And I'm like, yeah. Like,
I
and
love
they're, like,
that.
10 minutes, so, like, every day, it's like, she told me it's like she can...
Are you still doing them?
I stopped in November just because Christmas got really, really busy. Normally, the fourth quarter slows down, and it sped up for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally was just like, I didn't have time to do it, but we're going to get back into doing it this month. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Woo!
I think vlogs are great because
I love them.
I mean, blogs are one thing, but I think that we're such a visual generation that I feel like people would rather click and watch than read. So I feel like vlogs are like the way to go.
Yeah, and like another big thing was a lot of people thought, like, I use my Insta story a lot, and I feel like
do.
everybody does.
You're good at it. You're good at it,
I
though.
do use it a lot,
You
but
do,
I use
you're
it
good
for
at
like
it.
that one-on-one because I feel like a lot of people look at pictures and they'll assume. So I try to be as open as possible on Insta story as I would be if you're sitting right next to me, so that anybody could like be like, oh,
Connected,
like
yeah.
they can feel like they can come up to me
Mhm.
because I don't know, I like human connection is like my biggest thing, and I'm really invested into people a lot.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
I love that. Jenna, do you have a question?
We can do off the record confessions.
Okay.
So each week on the podcast, we do off the record confessions where you confess something like weird or embarrassing or something you did, and like you just confess it.
Man, this is
And it's off the record in quotes.
But it's on our
But it's
podcast.
on the
Record.
podcast.
clearly weird or embarrassing.
Yeah, I can start because I have a good one from last night.
Yeah.
Oh
my
Every
gosh.
time Jenna comes in, she got a new
Fresh
one.
I was
material.
going out and I was like kind of tired, so I'm like, I should stop and get some espresso. Well, I had espresso and I had a coffee stout beer, and I'm like, all right, pour down.
Oh.
That is
So I put
hilarious.
espresso in my coffee stout beer, and it was great. It's gonna be a new thing.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
But yeah, that's my confession of the week. I made a new drink.
I mean, I confess mine. I was talking, and I literally am such an aggressive talker that I guess my tooth got chipped. And then literally the dentist just laughed at me, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. I'm so
That is
lame.
insane. Mine, maybe it's not so much a specific story, but it's a fun fact I like to share. I was my junior high and high school mascot. So, fun fact.
Wait, what were you?
I feel like you guys are totally vibing.
Were you a mascot too?
I
No,
can
but I
see
wish
you
I
being a
was.
mascot.
I would have been the Bobcat if I Bobby the Bobcat. I would have totally done that if I could have. Nobody knew who the mascot was.
Right. Oh
was
yeah,
like
it's
a
a
thing.
big secret. It's
Yeah.
it's like a thing. Like you do not tell.
I wish.
But everyone kind of, you
Yeah.
know, especially when you're at a smaller school, they kind of figure it out.
Well, like I had like inclinations of who it would be, but like nobody would ever tell. I'm
Right.
like, it's
Oh yeah, they like
fine.
make you swear an oath. I was a cowboy,
gosh.
which and it was a boy. They didn't have a cowgirl mascot yet.
Was
Years
it like
later,
a cartoon?
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it was very like characterized cowboy. And then in high school, I was a bulldog. Like we went to mascot camp and like everything.
That's intense.
Wait, what did they teach you?
Actually, this is
Mascot?
really
We didn't
funny.
even have a mascot. We were just a poor school.
This is really funny. I actually found, like, I was going through old boxes because I'm about to move, and I found my scorecards from mascot camp
Oh my
where they, like,
gosh.
scored us on our perform. We had to, like, do
Perform.
skits and, like, do performances solo. I found my scorecards. I got 10s, y'all.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, that's
Biggest
right.
accomplishment.
Now you
There
get to
was a
go to
note.
mascot college.
There was a note at the bottom that said, "But watch those arms, girl." And I'm like, did I hit somebody? What happened?
Like
Watch
flying her
those.
arms up.
I was gonna say, like, so wait, you had like the big head thing on? And
Oh,
everything?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Y'all, it is harder than it looks. Like, it
Dreams.
really is a sport.
Dreams.
I,
We'll make
I
an
would've
Inside the
killed
Noize
to be Bobby the
mascot.
Bobcat.
We'll make a mascot. Yeah.
I'll be the mascot.
I know you would.
Mascot camp. I actually always wanted to make a film about mascot camp because I would have moments where I would zoom out and I'd be like, there's an owl over here. There's a dog sitting on another dog's lap. Like, we're all just like in this little club right now, like making up skits. And like, we became best friends by the end of camp. And it was like hard work. It was just like going to basketball camp. Like, we would be sweaty
Oh yeah.
and like
Oh,
working
yeah.
hard. It was just the funniest, like weirdest thing ever. And also, fun fact, my gorgeous, like thinner, prettier, like just all around better human overall sister was a like varsity cheerleader at the time. So
Yes.
like right across the way, across the turf is my sister, like super cute, doing cheers, and I'm like in a mascot head, like doing pelvic thrusts and cartwheels. And I'm
Yes.
like, if this doesn't say it all, then I don't know what does.
I would have
man.
killed to be
You
my
would have.
school's
You would have been a
mascot.
good mascot.
You would have been great.
It's great because they don't know it's you, so you can do whatever the heck you
Yeah.
want. It's it's like one of those
I
things.
would've
Like
cried.
if you were invisible for a day, like if you were a mascot for a day, what would you do?
Right.
Like, no,
That's
Nobody
your,
knows.
that's your new interview question. If you were a mascot for a day, what would you do?
So, like,
I got a
it's kinda
question
like if you're
for you.
invisible, like, what would you do?
That is a
like,
good question.
I
Mhm.
would do so many things.
And you can. Like you
'Cause
said,
no one
no
would
one
know.
knows. Oh,
It's
it
like
was
wearing
such
a
a
ski
blast.
mask, but you're
Mhm.
wearing a mascot, like an elephant head.
Yes.
Like, it's the same stuff. It's the same thing.
Yes. Also, my first job was at Chuck E. Cheese, where I was
Oh my
Chucky, so
gosh.
I got some practice there. It geared me up towards
Dreams.
my mascot
This-
career.
This is my life I wish I
Oh
had.
no.
That was my first job, y'all.
Chuck E. Cheese?
My
Chuck E.
first job was
Cheese.
Goodwill, so once I moved here.
I was a lifeguard.
Oh, that's cute.
You would be a lifeguard.
That's cute.
We didn't even have to. We were like, I'm from a small town. We didn't have to wear like lifeguard swimsuits, so we'd all like wear like our cute swimsuits.
Ooh.
How did they know you're a
Get on
lifeguard?
board.
They didn't. We just sat there and twirled our whistles.
Yeah, the
Right.
whistle says it all.
The
though.
whistle
I
says it
feel safe
all.
having my kid in Jenna's pool.
Do not run. I moved here and tried to be a lifeguard for a year because like it's a 4-year thing, and they had made me wear a real one, and we had to do like real things, and I can't swim that well. Like
Wait, I'm sorry. What? Your lifeguard can't swim that well?
I can't swim.
Scary.
Like all the other lifeguards here were like on swim team, and they had
Wait,
that,
how did you
and
get
I
the
didn't have
job?
I didn't have a
Yeah,
swim team.
exactly. I'm so confused.
I didn't have a
5 kids died
I-
that summer. Jenna was the lifeguard.
I didn't have a swim team growing up, so they'd make us swim these laps, and all these other people are really fast and have good form. I'm like,
So what? Wait.
I'm like doggy. They're like, Jenna, do the breaststroke. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, see, you better watch those arms,
I can't,
girl.
and I can't
You better
dive.
Watch those arms.
I can't dive. So
Oh,
like,
you said die, and I was
if
like, wow,
you want me to
you're
like
super
dive to save someone, nah, I'm just like,
It's a cannonball situation.
Cannonball.
Wait, what made you think, you know what? This is the job for me.
I'm from
This
a,
is my calling.
I'm from a small town. There's nothing else to do.
Right.
Like
That's
literally,
cute.
like a summer job for someone who's done all the sports.
So what would happen if somebody like was drowning
I mean,
inside the pool?
I was athletic enough to be able to
You're
like.
like,
she
oh,
would
you'll be
lift the body.
fine.
Yeah,
Keep your
I-
legs.
Yeah.
Breathe above water. You're
Sometimes
fine.
I'd sit there and be like, I think the kid's gonna make it.
Hey, Charlie.
Just turn on
There-
your back.
There
float
was
for a
only
minute.
one close call. A parent jumped in. I was like, oh shit, I probably should have jumped in first.
Oh my god. How did you sleep at
Yeah,
night?
seriously.
The kid was fine.
You didn't do it though. Oh my gosh.
The mom
I'm
was
not
right
ever having
there.
Cotton. I have a dog named Cotton. I'm never having Cotton around you.
Yeah, I'm gonna babysit Cotton.
You would let him drown.
I signed up for Rover and then didn't respond to anyone because I had anxiety. So now my profile's like mute.
On that note,
Haven, where can everyone follow you at?
Follow me on Instagram at Haven_self-love. That's the name of my business, is self-love,
awesome.
personal training, nutrition, all that stuff. So yeah, and then on Facebook, Haven Nutt.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
Nice.
The only
Wait, is that
Haven
your last
Nut
name?
in the universe.
Is that
Yeah.
your last name?
Oh yeah.
Oh, how healthy of you.
There's-
Your last name is Nutt. Like, that is, I want a personal trainer that
That's
their last name
is
is
Nutt.
And they are fit AF. I mean, this is, and they were they understood my life. They were a mascot at one point. Look where they are now.
I have it all, y'all.
Oh.
I
She's
really
got
have it all.
and she's got a house on 5 acres, a beautiful
Man.
land.
Damn, I'm sharing a bedroom with my sister.
She probably does have a dam on there too, since you did say dam.
Oh man. Okay. You can follow us at Inside the Noise with the Z. I'm Jay Heidemann.
And I'm Katie, Katie Kaupp. Katie Kaupp. It's slow it down, slow-mo it. And it's fine. Just
All
go to Inside the
right.
Noise, we're tagged and everything.
Yes.
Makes
All
sense.
right. Thank you,
Okay,
Haven.
thank you guys
so
for
much
hanging
for
out.
having me. This was so
Haven,
much fun.
thank you so much. So great getting to know you. We'll see you guys next Thursday. On Thursday. This
Yep.
Thursday. Bye.
Bye.